So, dame una tabla chino, una tabla blanca. Yeah, it's a big fish.
Our sauces, you know, like the special of the weekend and stuff like that.
You know, basically it's a sashimi. If you eat,
Right.
we got everything just to add it up all together. So.
Sure.
Do that every morning.
And we're really proud of ceviches. Key amarillo.
Okay.
It's a Peruvian yellow. Our portions are about six ounces. So that's probably like 2 ounces. So, I mean.
Hi, this is Bob Weiss. I'm the host of Shaking Your World. Cheers. Folks, welcome to another episode of Shaking Your World. Here we are at C-viche in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Owner Carlos is with us right here. Maddie's behind the bar. She's about to make a cocktail for us. This is a really cool little restaurant, a great little vibe. We're located in Bayview area of Milwaukee. Very vibrant, very dynamic. Tons of residential going on, tons of construction around us as well, but just a marvelous little area. You've been here since 2016?
In here, yes. Yeah, we've been here since
2016. Mm-hmm. And what a lovely little menu. Kind of a hybrid of South American, primarily Peruvian, but they touch on all sorts of other bases. Really, really nice. You'll see the kitchen in just a few minutes. Small, intimate little thing, and yet they knock out some just dynamic food.
Yeah.
So we can hear in the background, Maddie is shaking away there. What's Maddie making for us?
Maggie is making our Pisco Sour, which is our most popular drink in Peruvian natural drink. So in the minutes we'll see it. It's Pisco, which is Peruvian brandy, egg white, lime, and simple syrup.
And she certainly is shaking that thing up.
You gotta make
so
it.
It's supposed to be what, 100 shakes?
Mm-hmm.
I don't really count until my hands get cold, and it hurts a little bit.
That's a rule, 100 shakes.
Get your arms in for sure. That's
Of course, man. That'll do it.
looks nice and frothy.
It's always, that's what I like.
So the froth is coming from the egg here. We have egg white. Now the Peruvians will tell you that they made the original Pisco Sour. The Chileans will say that they made the original Pisco Sour. Frankly, I like them both. But the beautiful thing about the Peruvian style is that it uses fresh egg whites. So you've got this really marvelous foamy complexion on top, and it just really adds the texture as well. It's a beautiful presentation. And I know for a fact that Maddie makes just a great Pisco Sour. I know that because I just recently had one.
Yeah.
And
there we go.
almost looks like a milkshake. It's just so frothy and just dense.
Delicious.
It's beautiful.
It's so delicious. And then we just put a little bit the bitters.
Now in Peru, you often use different types of fruits on top of this, like a passion fruit or mango or something, don't you?
We do it here too.
Okay.
So you can get passion fruit, mango, pisco. We make chilcanos. We make everything that have to do with pisco.
Marvelous.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in pisco, it's people are confused about this, and they often think that pisco is a cane product, but it's really not. It's a brandy.
It's a brandy. It's brandy. It's made with white grapes.
Okay.
It's a whole process. Have to call it brandy because it's made with grapes.
Sure.
Does not taste like brandy, but like your regular like Corbel or something like that. But it's just a white brandy and it's delicious.
Yeah, it tastes much more like a grappa to me, like an Italian grappa.
I'll say that. Yeah,
without the
absolutely. It's a little
twigs and
grapey in the
Yeah.
end. Yeah, absolutely. That's the best way to do it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose somebody has to taste this, right? I mean, just because
Well,
I don't want to
it.
insult you, Maddie. So, cheers. Yep, that is a well-shaken, beautiful Pisco Sour. So here we are. This is obviously the front bar, and to comply with all the COVID mandates, they have recently installed some plexiglass dividers at the bar between people, so every two people. There's other dividers between tables as well. This is an incredibly clean establishment, and obviously the safety and concern of patrons is paramount concern for them. So that, and add that to the incredible foods that their chef Alex is knocking out of that kitchen. This is a place you should stop. Folks, I hope to see you here.
Y ganó
Well,
Hi, this is Alex.
Alex, good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So here we are in the kitchen at Ceviche, and Alex is going to show us a couple things, aren't you? What
Well,
are you doing for us?
Alex is gonna do our tip. So our name is Ceviche. It means, you know, seafood mix or everything. So we're gonna make you guys how we do it here, Peruvian style. There is we're just gonna grab the fish real quick. It's gonna fillet it real quick and make it happen for you guys.
Bravo.
So we do ceviche. So we have Peruvian ceviche, two kinds, mixto, which is the flounder fish with all the scallop, shrimp, squid, mussels, and we do a little bit of that. We do the Mexican, which is all shrimp.
Camarones, okay.
Yeah, camarones. We have also the ceviche of the day. So every day we make a different ceviche.
Fun.
So
Good.
the chef have fun with it.
Sure.
We just make, you know, something happen.
Yeah.
So that's what we do. And our kitchen is not that big, small. And people get surprised
Just the right size.
how we make it, you know, how we make with the small kitchen. But we make it happen. So, right. So there is Chino bringing the fish. And it's always fresh. So this was delivered this morning.
Sure. Use a local supplier out of Chicago, or
It's actually come from Chicago.
okay, like Seafood Merchants or Fortune or
Fortune.
Fortune. Okay.
Yeah, it's Fortune. So, dame una tabla, Chino. Una tabla blanca. Yeah, it's a big fish. This is normal, the regular size that we always get.
Okay.
Sometimes they come a little smaller, but this is the right on size.
So tell us what you're doing here with the fish. First of all, what kind of fish is this?
This is sole that we call in Spanish lenguado.
Lingual. Okay.
Yeah, it's a kind of flat fish that only have the eyes on
One
side.
side.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
So in this one, we're gonna have 4 fillets.
Okay.
So 2 per side. This is completely different than the regular fish that we have. You know, the round fish that we set. So we separate here.
Sure. So first to the gill line. Okay.
And then we just follow the bones.
Sure. So do you save the fins and things for stock, or what are you doing with that?
The regular stuff, like the bones and the tails and the head, we make a fumet, who is a fish stock, a seafood stock.
Excellent.
Yep. And we use it to make our sauces. You know, like the special of the weekend and stuff like that.
Sure. So Alex, you are from Peru?
I am from Peru.
Okay.
Yes.
Carlos, you as well?
Born and raised.
Fantastic. And Alex, how long have you been in Milwaukee?
Well, I've been here since 2016.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And Carlos, you guys opened up when?
2016.
2016.
Yeah,
Kismet.
the beginning of 2016. Yeah. Milwaukee's home. You know, I saw Milwaukee is a place that is growing. It's growing fast. Back in 2010, 11, I was bartending this, you know, bartending, managing. And
Cubanitas? Cubanitas?
Cubanitas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gracias.
I was bartending, well, I actually started Rudy's back in the time, the Mexican place on Water Street. Yeah, so Cubanitas, and then, yeah, me and my business partner, you know, decide to open our own place.
Yeah. That's Paco, right?
Paco.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we also have Compali on Brady Street.
Okay.
It's a Mexican taqueria.
And if not mistaken, Paco was Mexican as well, right?
It's Mexican.
So
and
you do a little hybrid of both styles.
that's what it is, the whole mix of the
fantastic.
food. So, yeah. So this whole month is the Mexican Independence Day next week. So we normally do a little festivities, but in this case, we're not. So we're just gonna do the food special that we do, all Mexican for the whole entire 2 weeks.
Bravo.
So, yeah.
Mucho
Ya
gusto.
fileteátelo para el ceviche de una vez.
Yeah.
So that's how we start ceviche. It's always fresh meat. Of course, that's back on the house prep. We don't,
yeah.
but we have it. We wanted to show you guys how we do it.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And this is an incredibly simple procedure, by the way, to fillet the fish as well. So I think most people, especially in the Midwest, are afraid of how to do this. But it's really, once you get in there and do
Once you know how to do it, comes really easy.
Like anything else, right?
And and then the key of the good ceviche is freshness.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
doesn't get fresher than this.
So in your mind, is it more of the acid that cures this, or is it the chilies that's in here?
Actually, it is a little bit of both.
Both.
More, it's gonna be cured by the uses of the lime. It's basically it's a sashimi. If you really think about it, and that's why Peru have a lot of Asian culture in their food.
So why is that? There's a significant Japanese population there. How did
We're
that
the
come to be?
second biggest, largest Asian population, and you're not gonna be who's the first one. Brazil.
Wow.
Believe it or not.
Wow.
So yeah, we're the second ones, and this happened many years ago. It was like a big job fair after the Second World War II, and they all immigrated to one of the ports in Peru.
Sure.
And it was one of the biggest ports in South America in that time. So they all immigrate there, and they just become home, and they miss their food, so they kind of start making it happen with Peruvian ingredients, Spanish, Italian ingredients, and it came out. It's called Nikkei, which is a mix of Peruvian, Japanese food.
Okay.
Yeah, so
it really is one world, isn't it? How all these things kind of work
it
together.
Is.
And
if you think
dovetail.
about it, everybody has their own.
Sure.
So ceviche, everybody has their own kind of ceviche. Ceviche is original from Peru, but everybody make their own, which is the beauty of
like
this.
Pisco Sours, right?
Exactly.
Except the Chileans will say it's theirs, but okay.
Right. We're not gonna get into that. We're not gonna get into that, but yeah.
So Alex, you did a beautiful job of breaking this down.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously, it's not your first fish. So you went to culinary school?
Oh yeah, I started in Peru. So, but actually, like the thing that I'm trying to do is try to show them around the world what we do in Peru. So that's probably one of the reasons why I'm here.
Okay. Excellent.
Right. How about we start with the ceviche?
Please.
Great. So what we do is actually having fresh lime juice. We have to try to don't squeeze too much, otherwise we're gonna have more bitter than sour.
Again, nothing like fresh. Yes.
Everything fresh. So everything. This is called the cevichero. And this is where all the ceviches are made. Obviously, we have everything already pre-cut. If we get busy, everything is right there. Everything is there. So it's time to do it.
Yes.
This time Alex is making it, like I said, from scratch. But you can tell we already have the lime juice already squeezed there.
Right.
We got everything just to add it up all together. So.
Do that every morning.
And we're really proud of ceviches. Are pretty much how you will have it in Peru. Pretty much the same way. We really try to get the ingredients. That paste is called ají amarillo.
Okay.
It's a Peruvian yellow pepper.
Oh.
It have a lot of flavor, more than spiciness.
Sure.
You just put the garlic there. We make a little mix.
Garlic paste, okay.
Yep, garlic paste.
Right.
We mix it up. We make what people call Leche de Tigre in Peru, which is the tiger's milk.
Okay.
And that mix is gonna cook the ceviche. So that's salt.
Kosher salt, sea salt.
Kosher salt.
Kosher salt first.
So we make the little juice.
Yes.
The idea with the salt and the lime juice is make the balance between the sour and the salty.
Sure.
So
Then we add the fish.
So this much fish would generally take care of how many portions of your servings? How
That's
much?
like 1.5. Our portions are about six ounces. So that's probably like 2 ounces, right? Oh, I mean,
Yes. Sure. Okay.
so then we add onions,
Thank you.
and the fish start. Right now, it start cooking.
Sure.
We let it sit for a little while.
Yeah, get the opacity going. Okay.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Why don't we move to the front and we can continue the conversation? And then
Yeah, we can do that. Let's go.
Excellent.
He will plot it up and we'll
see
take
you
it
there.
up front. All right.
Gracias.
Yeah, me too.
Carlos is great seeing your kitchen. Can't wait till the food comes up. This is something that Maddie made for us. This is a Pisco Sour. This is the
Pisco Sour.
traditional cocktail
Peruvian.
created, the national food or drink rather of Peru, right?
Right. It's a natural.
So it's not that
drink of
Chilean
Peru.
thing. This is the actual thing.
It's the actual thing.
With
Yeah,
the-
we
with
did
the egg
not
whites?
use egg whites.
Yeah.
Pisco, which is a Peruvian white brandy. Lime and simple syrup.
A little simple syrup.
Yep.
It
that's
looks wonderful.
It is.
Mind if I get into it?
Go for it, man.
Thank you. This is a beautiful cocktail.
Yeah.
Incredibly smooth. I can see how the day could easily go away. Having
That's
a
the
couple of
best way
these.
to start the day, right?
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah.
So aside from Milwaukee, you're from Peru. Where else you been?
New Jersey. Kind of travel a little bit of South America before came here. Always been passionate about food. Work in the Milwaukee, different restaurants. I really like the service industry.
How did you get to Milwaukee though?
Well, I came here for school,
Okay,
and everything started from there. Then I stay.
sure.
Yeah, I love it. I love being part of a city that is getting developed, that is getting big. So yeah, I love it. All right.
So Alex, tell us about this, please.
all right, well that is
Sácate los buenos.
our classic ceviche. It's actually fresh fish fillet marinated in only lime juice and Peruvian peppers. So
Okay.
it's actually, and well, of course, the salt and cilantro. So this is a very traditional and our flag dish there in Peru. That's why.
So the Leche de Tigre, right?
Leche de Tigre is all the juice there.
So it's the lime juice along with these chili peppers as well. That
Those
you
are
have
the
mulched
yellow
down.
peppers.
Those are the yellow
This is
peppers.
beautiful. And what's the name of these yellow peppers?
Ají amarillo.
Ají amarillo.
So pepper in Peruvian we call it ají.
Okay.
So pepper means ají for us.
Okay.
And sweet potato always comes with sweet potato, so give you the little balance between
Sure.
sweet and a little bit of sour in the end. That's the Peruvian corn. They're going to be bigger than your regular corn.
Sure. They used to
obviously.
call those hominy or maize in the
They're
US.
not. These are not. honey.
This is not
They're
that.
so
Okay.
corn, but they're like Incas, like Indian corns.
Sure.
And then you got the corn nuts, which we call cancha,
Okay.
and that's gonna do a little bit of the crispiness.
Sure.
To the dish. So go ahead, man, try it.
Well, thank you.
Why not?
So how's the parking situation down here?
You know, we don't know now anymore because there's no
I see I'm about to get a ticket.
there is no the thing is there's I don't know what there's no sign, so kind of weird.
This is a much different corn.
Yeah.
The fresh one, we call green corn, that is called choclo in Peru.
Okay.
So, yes.
And what else do you do with that? I mean, do you...
What else? We can make bread with that, cakes. We can make also like stews. There's something called pepián in Peru.
Sure.
Completely different than the north. Different pepián cultures.
Okay. So cornmeal, obviously, for anything,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's been hard, you know, in this 2020 it's been hard, but it's been kind of blessed for us. People still coming up with the particular dish, to-go orders, online orders. We cannot complain. How it's been, you know, and it, you know, it's a different culture, it's a different kind of food. There's a misunderstanding out there that every Latino restaurant is just another Mexican restaurant.
Sure.
Until people walked in and, oh wow, this is our menu. You know, we train our staff to know our menu as the palm of their hand, because there's a lot of words that people won't understand. And we all learn how to like explain our menu,
Sure.
so people can go, you know, beyond and above than just some tacos.
Well, people with preconceived notions anyway, so
Right.
it has to be a huge obstacle to get past that, but this is wonderful.
Yeah.
I have had experience to be around much of Central and South America, and
Oh, nice.
everybody has their own style of ceviche. And this is really lovely.
Yeah.
It's incredibly fresh. And Patrick, I'm sorry to say that there might be some left when you're
They might,
through filming.
might not. The beauty thing about this dish is just the fish. It, you know, because becoming white, it's already cooked. But the fish is so fresh, so good. The citrus, it's just,
And just the right amount of cilantro.
yeah. It's a mix of cilantro and parsley.
Yeah, cilantro is one of those things that people either love or they don't. And you just got a great balance going on here. This is a wonderful dish. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, there's many more. That's just a way to start.
Yeah.
We try to put a little stamp on Peruvian. We don't try like to call ourselves a Peruvian restaurant, because we're not. Obviously, we have a lot of Argentinian dishes. We have some Mexican dishes.
Sure, you're hybrid.
So we like not to be, but we do our Peruvian. What is it called? You know, we're
cuisine,
Peruvian
certainly,
cuisine.
you got this nailed. So,
Yeah.
I noticed you had grilled octopus on your menu as well.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
it's
Want to tell me
good.
about that?
It's so good.
Well, we have this octopus. It's actually an appetizer.
Okay.
So it's a one tentacle, but the difference is that goes grilled, pre-cooked. Of course, we cook it
Right.
like for a couple hours. Depends how the weight of the octopus that we get. So just we try to keep it tender. So when we put it in the grill, it's just to mark it and warm it up, and we put a chimichurri, special chimichurri, a home chimichurri that
Sure.
put on top, put it with butter to make it like more creamy in the flavor. So that's it. Actually, it's many people love it.
We utilize the Spanish octopus.
Okay.
So Spanish octopus is going to be about 10 to 13 pounds.
Okay.
Every time we get it, I mean, everybody is, it's massive.
Sure. So it's adult. It's 2 to 3 years old. Right. Okay.
And like I said, we cook it, and then all we do is we grill it. And it's Samir chimichurri sauce that we made here in the house. So it comes out in a little bit of spinach. And it's one of our popular dishes, you know. It's pretty good, to be honest. I love it. Personally, I love it.
I bet.
Yeah. So
So do you use things like banana leaves at all in any of your dishes?
we do not.
Okay.
We do not.
Okay.
But in the Peruvian culture, like we use the banana leaves to make tamales, or wrap fish and put it in the grill, or
Sure.
directly to the charcoal just to cook it, pre-marinated. But we are not using that here.
Okay.
No, we're not. I mean, we have for specials.
Sure.
Yeah.
Chef comes out with a special every Thursday for the weekend, and we bring something like a new fish a new piece, a new meat,
Sure.
or something that he's created about it. You know, like this week we don't do branzini, so we do whole fish, whole branzini.
Yeah.
So you know, I'm excited to see what he's gonna come out with.
Sure. Well, your menu is really exciting, but now I've got to ask you a question about just doing business today. Obviously, the pandemic has been quite an education for all of us. And at Shakers, we were shut down for the 3 months. We did some carryout, but it's a much different landscape than the preceding 30-some years have been for us, and I'm sure for everybody.
Right.
This area has a interesting little group of restaurant owners that has not wanted to open, and has been adamant that people don't open up. How do you feel about that?
I respect everybody's opinion. I respect everybody's.
Sure.
You know, we closed for almost a month when the whole pandemic started happening to, you know, figure it out how we're gonna come back. And we did. We only started doing to-goes, which wasn't anything near to what you normally do, you know. But then it's little by little, we start adding some more stuff. We open the patio, we extend the patio. You know, people start feeling more comfortable with it, and we start bringing our staff back.
Sure.
You know, the main point about this is that everybody got hit. Not just, you know, not just that. I was thinking about my kitchen staff. Some of them are not lucky enough to get unemployment. Some of them are.
Right.
We're not going in details, but you know, it's just it's not fair for everybody.
Right.
So we cannot measure everybody with the same spoon. You know.
Sure.
We just don't know. So we decided to open and give these people their jobs, and you know, just make it happen safely enough. So we haven't had any kind of case or anything.
Yeah.
You know, safely.
Well, that's kind of the thing that annoys me most about this is the Independent Restaurant Association, is that they're really forcing a lot of people that really need to be open and need to have their staffs working and force them to make a decision not to open up. And I thought that was just really tacky in so many ways.
Like I said, you know,
I mean, we all have opinions, but
we all have
you maintain
opinions.
your opinion for yourself and for your facility, and you shouldn't have to impose it on other people. So we really...
The force is really not necessarily. Like, if you give me the information and why I cannot, you know, I'll take it in and then let me process it, and then I'll figure it out if I'm open or not.
Right.
But if you're going to come and force me, then that's a different level.
Right.
Like, that's the part I don't like.
So you've got this incredibly vibrant area. Bayview is fantastic. There's traffic going by here. The park you have across the street. This new development is extraordinary. So you're really poised for full-bore business, being ready to rock and roll.
Hopefully, man. You know, we're trying. We're complaining with the city right now, doing the safety plan.
Yep.
We sent it already. They sent us back some pointers that we need to review. Working on it. Like you can see, we just built that little. Yesterday, we built the bars to so they can see it. We're gonna build some more. We're gonna kind of close it out so people feel comfortable.
Right.
You know, we know that we're not gonna be, even though they give you the full capacity, we can't. We're a small place, but you know, the main goal is to also keep everybody safe.
Correct.
You know, I mean, obviously we wanna. It's a business. We wanna be alive, but also we wanna keep it safe for everybody.
Yeah.
So
well, we have an obligation because we're working with the public. We serve the public. We are all about the public, so we have to make sure they're safe. Absolutely.
For sure.
Couldn't agree more. But again, you are in just a dynamic little area.
Yeah.
And you've got to be really happy about just how things have worked out in Bayview the last 2 years.
I mean, in
It's
the
incredible.
past 2 years or 3 years has grown. That was Hamburgers Mary.
Sure.
You know, and it just grow.
Right.
They're making the back of the building here has grown as much. They're making the multi-million hashtag mall over there in front of Restaurant Depot. And Baby's growing. You know, people start calling him the new Brady Street. You know, and
I think it's cooler than that.
2016 when we opened back in 2016, 17, it was great. It wasn't amazed because we're not in the heart of Bayview.
Right.
But people make their way out here, and we're a destination place more than just let's go and grab a bite. You know, let's go to Lulu, for example. You know, it's just a little more. People actually drive here, and it's a destination.
It's a destination.
They have a date.
Right.
But then that has been changing now.
Sure.
With all the new people, new buildings, we can see how the economy has grown
Sure.
But then COVID happened and poop, stop, I'm not gonna
Right.
let you grow anymore. It's great. So, like I said, we cannot complain. It's been blessed.
The way I look at these things is that life presents hurdles on a regular basis. You have to find a way to find the opportunity that's there
Right.
and to move beyond that. So first to conquer whatever that hurdle might be the best you can, and then to find an opportunity that you can go beyond. For example, if you guys came out with a line of sauces or something, or whatever you might do, packaged item as well, because I still see that there's going to be some reluctance for people to be going out at least as often as they did. Not to mention financially, people have
Right.
just been devastated, right? So if they just have the ability to have something that they can buy from you that would, maybe a variant
Yeah.
of the Leche Tigre or something, and that they could go play at home
Yeah.
with, it won't be the same experience, but it kind of keeps them thinking
Yeah.
about you all the time.
Everybody's been we're looking at ways to adapt to the situation. I think everybody's been doing a third job, like in Milwaukee area, doing it.
Yep, I agree.
I mean, this is a goal for everybody. So we're here, all this together. So we just gotta figure it out. And I think everybody's doing a good job. We doing our part. So we'll see.
So aside from COVID, thoughts the future. Where do you want to be in 3 years or 5 years or another place, or what are you thinking about?
I'm always thinking about another place. Always thinking about another place. But for now, just try to keep ceviche alive, keep it going, be safe, start maintaining everybody safe.
Sure.
Who knows, ask me that 2 years from now, man. Or maybe next year, see how it goes, and then I'll tell you. But right now, I have no projects. We'll see what it goes. Everything changed right away, man.
Everything
I
changed.
never, if you ask me in 2015, are you gonna open a restaurant? I'll say no. Why want so much responsibility?
Sure.
And 2016, boom, I opened one.
Yep.
2017, 18, we opened another one. So everything changed so fast.
Yep.
When your job is just not your job and you're enjoying what you do,
Sure.
it goes easy though.
So when are you going back to Peru?
I went in, back in December for Christmas.
Okay.
It was great. Got a good time. Got a great time. I needed more time to be there. The food scenario has grown so much. Everybody in Peru is like, everything has to be around food. Everybody has to be related to food. If you go out with your friends for a birthday, everything is related to food. So it's amazing. It's amazing. It's a cuisine capital of the world right now. So
Very nice.
really proud about it.
Alex, when are you going back?
When I'm going back, that's a good question because right now the situation in Peru is complicated because of COVID.
Right.
So the borders, I know, closed. They're supposed to open international flights in October 1st, but still not safe. So in one part, I'm trying also to keep my family safe because I'm going from another country. The Peru is
Right.
kind of not safe for them. So we'll see. Like when the situation is getting better, I will start thinking about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Same here.
Any closing thoughts as what you like to cover or talk about here? You got a really nice thing, guys, going on. So.
Thank you. Nothing, man. Just we're trying to do our part. Like I say, we're still making the same amazing food that we do. We make it, make it with Pisco Sour. We make a lot of other drinks. We try to keep it that way, so you have the whole experience from South America. We do not. Our wines are only South American wines. We do not have any Italians or any California wines, just to keep you in the same loop. Nothing, man. Be safe. Thank you for this. It's amazing.
Beautiful. Gentlemen, I thank you much for taking the time on your day. I know you're about to open up, and this has been a pleasure, and I look forward to my next trip here without the cameras, but thank you very
Anytime.
much. Cheers.
Anytime. Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
coming.
Thank you.